sports, tourism, and the impact it's having here in western Nebraska. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. And our top story, stakeholders in Scottsbluff County sports tourism this week learned where we stand in comparison to similar markets in the region when it comes to attracting more sports-related visitation. Huddle Up Group CEO John Schmieder outlined the Scottsbluff-Gehring Sports Tourism Index, which at just under 33 out of 100 may seem very low, but in fact was less than 8 points under the average for Midwest destinations. He told the group comparable markets include Casper, North Platte, and Hutchinson, Kansas, but we can aspire to be like Elizabethtown, Kentucky, which lost half its population a decade ago after closure of a military base and auto plant.
They decided at that point in time to enact a prepared food and beverage tax to build a sports complex, which since then has attracted, now they're back to their 30,000 for people coming. And they've attracted so many tournaments at their complex that now they've had private investment. They've had 4 or 5 hotels open, several attractions, and then a private developer went and built, it's an outdoor facility. Private developer then went and built an indoor facility on their own without the help of the bed tax.
Huddle Up's immediate recommendations include creation of a nonprofit regional sports commission that would include all stakeholders and drive fundraising with long-term goals including a regional facility master plan and potentially a tourism improvement district to raise money for a new indoor multi-purpose facility with 4 to 6 courts. Schmieder said instead of competing against much bigger markets for existing events, one key will be creating more homegrown sporting attractions, similar to what has happened with the Monument Marathon. Well, Governor Jim Pillen signed 2 pieces of legislation yesterday that he says are historic in their scope and future impact on Nebraskans. With a large group of state lawmakers and community college officials standing behind him, Pillen put his signature on LB 754 and 243, saying the bills help address severe flaws in the state's tax system that have made Nebraska less competitive with surrounding states. He called the pair of measures truly transformational.
These bills provide billions, I like to call it bushel baskets and bushel baskets and bushel baskets of property tax relief, business income tax relief, and personal income tax relief for businesses, farmers, ranchers, and all Nebraskans across our state.
Provisions of LB 754 include a reduction of top individual and business income tax rates to 3.99% by the tax year of 2027, acceleration of the tax exemption for Social Security benefits and child care tax credits, while LB 243 increases the amount of relief granted under the Property Tax Credit Act and establishes a cap of 3% annually on how much school districts can increase property tax requests, with some exceptions. Both bills contain emergency clauses, meaning they took effect immediately upon the governor's signature. We'll have more news right after this.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
6 to 8 year prison sentence handed down to a Bluffs man convicted on a drug distribution charge. 42-year-old Richard Stans Jr. learned his fate last month after he pleaded no contest to 2 Class 1D felony charges of distribution of a controlled substance near a school, both of which are Class 1D felonies. In March, prosecutors dismissed additional charges of robbery, distribution of a controlled substance, and possession of a firearm by a prohibited person in exchange for his plea. Court documents show that Stans Jr. had been caught selling drugs on 2 occasions in 2021, once in March and again in July. The sentences will run concurrently to each other, and he did receive 325 days credit for time already served. Well, there was plenty of debate Wednesday over motions to overturn a number of the governor's line item budget vetoes. However, in the end, only one was overridden. Just under $850,000 in additional funding for the state auditor's office to bolster staff numbers and pay was the only override attempt to gain enough support in the unicameral. Bayard Senator Steve Erdman said those supporting the veto by contending Mike Foley was very efficient during his prior stint as auditor were taking the wrong approach.
The right thing is to make sure that the money that those people that pay taxes sent in to us, we can guarantee them we've spent them the way they ask us to do that. And unless we can verify the fact that it was spent correctly, you can't answer that question for them.
The roll call vote on that override was initially 1 vote short. However, Omaha Senator Megan Hunt, originally present but not voting, changed her mind and said yes, handing Governor Pillen his only defeat over the biennial budget. And the Legacy of the Plains Museum received a $50,000 donation from 21st Century Equipment to be used towards Phase 2 of the museum's capital campaign. In making the donation, 21st Century CEO Owen Palm said the Legacy of the Plains Museum is a true gem within our community, helping preserve our rich cultural and agricultural heritage while being a great draw for tourism. The capital campaign consists of a series of projects designed to enhance the museum's various attractions and sites. The main focus of Phase 2 will be the development of outside areas of the museum to enhance the experiences of visitors.
Renewal by Anderson Windows and Patio Doors, the customers say it best, and they feel the difference every day.
Very happy with it. Very, very happy. I don't get tired of looking at them. And it's so nice with the breeze now, opening the windows, the ease of sliding the windows back and forth. Notice that it is warmer in the winter time, and it is cooler when the sun is shining in.
Renewal by Anderson Windows and Patio Doors, the customers say it best. Book your free estimate right now at rbawyoming.com.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Firing up the Thursday update for today right here at the TV Sports Desk. Well, we tried last night. The plan was to have Legion Baseball with the Zephyrs at Platte Valley Companies, but once again, rain ruled the roost. The game postponed. A makeup date still to be announced for those two programs. For Wesco this weekend, a trip to Rapid City for 4 days of tournament action. That'll start today As for Gering Platte Valley Companies, they'll be on the road playing at the Shadron Tournament Friday through Sunday. Last night in the juniors game, it was BNC Steel and the Express winning 6-5. Let's get over to Scottsbluff High School now, where late last week the male and female athletes of the year were announced. On the girls' side, the honors went to two-time Class B individual state golf champion and three-sport standout Anna Kelly.
I have asked for a better 4 years. All my sports, I've loved them, enjoyed them, all my coaches, all my different friends throughout. I mean, it's just been so much fun, and I'm definitely going to miss it.
For the boys award, it was one of the top defensive players on the gridiron in all of Class B, a big-time wrestler and three-sport letter winner himself. That'd be Josiah Mobley.
It means a lot, you know. I got to share the field and the mat and the track with a bunch of good athletes and honestly really, really good friends and lifetime friends. And getting this award means a lot because we have so many good athletes. To be chosen the best out of all of them means a lot to me, and it's a really big deal.
Now, interestingly enough, for all their talent and all the accolades, both of these two athletes are now done with competitive sports now that they've graduated high school. Mobley set to head to UNO. Kelly will be off to Arizona State coming up in the fall.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still going to golf all the time. I'm going to try to get a job at a golf course, but I'll definitely still play intramural basketball and maybe soccer. Like, I can't give it up all the way because it's been my life for my whole life, so.
You know, I'm super content with the sports that I had here. You know, I can't ask for better coaches, and it's got to end sometime, and might as well be now where I can focus on my studies and just open a new chapter in my life.
Anna Kelly and Josiah Mobley taking home Athlete of the Year honors at Scottsbluff High School. Mobley, in fact, will play one more time. He'll be in the Shrine Bowl this weekend. And last Friday night, the Panhandle Prep All-Star basketball games were held at Scottsbluff High School. The Blues rallied to beat the Reds in the girls' game on the strength of the play of Alliance's Catherine Briner and game MVP Peyton Berta of Scottsbluff, winning that award on her home floor as the blue team came back from down 16 in the fourth quarter to pick up the win. Briner scored 14 of her 21 in the fourth. Berta finished with those 17 points. Then in the boys' game, it was Jaron Gager of Ogallala drilling 9 threes, while the Reds hit 24 overall in their win over the blue team. Gager scored 35. Gering's Max Greeley also had a big night. He scored 27. Next weekend, it's West Nebraska All-Star festivities with volleyball and football the week from Saturday. That is the latest today. From right here at the FNBO Sports Desk, I'm Chris Cottrell.
Morrill County Community Hospital and the behavioral health providers are here to help. Amber Dean specializes in mental health care, which includes medication and therapy across a person's lifespan. Melody Lacey helps people deal with a wide range of behavioral problems, from depression and anxiety to child psychiatry. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska. Exceptional care right here at home.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Culture trumps everything else.
In my years, I've never worked for a company that treats people the way this one does.
It is my passion for agriculture that brought me here in the first place, but not only that, there's a huge family-oriented atmosphere within the 21st Century Equipment.
I love working for 21st. They found something in me that I didn't know in myself. An intern to where I'm at now is such a great opportunity, and that is what this company is about.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. Our personalized trust services can help you do just that. You've worked hard to build your legacy, and you want to make sure that gets passed on for generations to come. We offer the professional guidance necessary to ensure that happens, according to your wishes. We pride ourselves in being friendly and professional while offering a highly tailored full line of trust and estate planning services to accommodate you. You belong here.
And finally tonight, a celebratory day in downtown Scottsbluff as the official ribbon cutting ceremony was held for the completion of the 18th Street Plaza. Last year, ground was broken on the third and final phase of the project, which included a permanent stage, pathways, entryways on the east and west side of the plaza, and more seating. Nothing but excitement today from community leaders during the ribbon cutting ceremony.
But specifically, I wanted to thank a lot of those that were involved in the project from the beginning. It was the Parks Department, the Park Board with Dan Marshall, and we had Crispin Trucking who did the construction, and they did a great job, as well as all of the city staff. So we're looking forward to kicking off the bands on Broadway and having all of our community here, and hopefully they will enjoy their time at this area.
I think it's a great addition. I think it's going to draw people to the downtown area. You know, I think there's going to be a lot of events. We'll have Bands on Broadway down here, which is a city-sponsored event. And I think it'll inspire a lot of others to have events down here as well.
The plaza will be getting plenty of use this summer as the annual Bands on Broadway concert series will kick off on Thursday, June 15th, providing free entertainment to locals each week throughout the summer. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.